What is going on, guys? The Rose here, and welcome back to Less Than Serious. This is episode 92, and if you'll notice right away, we got a new logo for the Less Than Serious brand. Tonight, you can see on the screen, we're going to be talking about Nintendo breaking their silence and talking about when they're going to announce their next console and when their next Direct is. Xbox is committing... well, I really shouldn't say this word, but let's just say they're continuing to destroy themselves by shutting down more game studios and warning that they are not finished yet. And also, it is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, to all the moms out there. We're going to take a look at 12 of the quote-unquote best Mother's Day gift ideas. So, with me, of course, is Kratos and Casey. Casey is here with me right now. Kratos will be transitioning in a couple of minutes. So what's going on, Casey?
You never let me say the N-word, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. So I don't care. You dump it, so Nick.
Oh, shit. But, so what's really going on with you, Casey?
I'm doing mainly okay. My back's been sore a lot lately, and I've been dealing with that for a while. So, I might be getting a little sleepy because I did take a muscle relaxer about an hour or so ago.
Well, thank God it's going to be a shorter show. We only got 3 topics tonight. I'm sure you can last.
Maybe, I don't know, but I'm doing okay. I just like to sleep.
Yeah, you always like to sleep. That's why I said on Skype, when aren't you sleepy?
Exactly.
What's going on? It's Steve Callan. What's going on, EJ? Yeah, we're just waiting for Kratos to get here, so we're somehow gonna skirt on by for the first few minutes before we get to our first topic, because we're waiting for Kratos to come in.
I got a question.
What's up?
For you? I was doing a topic. I talked to you about my topics the other day, and have you finally sat down and listened to the whole thing with Ric Flair being kicked out of pizzeria?
I did not. No.
Well, now he finally admits that he was in the wrong and he apologized.
I would fucking hope so, considering, I don't know, that after the plane ride from hell episode, it's pretty much expected from him. At least he wasn't. At least he wasn't doing the helicopter in the pizzeria. Thank God.
Yo, hey, are you home now?
Yes, and try to watch your mouth, Casey. My sister might be watching tonight. Shit.
He already said. He already tried saying the N-word tonight. So.
Is she nincompoop?
No, she's white. Now be quiet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's 4'9". She's a 4'9" white leprechaun.
Oh, that means she'll beat your ass given the chance.
She's gonna kill me for that comment.
But I don't know if Kratos heard about this whole thing. Maybe he has, but have you heard about the Ric Flair pizzeria incident?
Where he basically got kicked out during his own granddaughter or daughter's college graduation because of it, and he sounded drunk off his fucking ass. Yes, I've also seen the TikTok video. You can thank Heist Defoe for posting that on my YouTube feed earlier in the week.
Well, not only that, there was rumors of. I know it started from an altercation in the bathroom, but what I was hearing is that Ric Flair was peeking through the crack of the stall in the bathroom when trying to tell this guy to get off the phone so he can use the restroom.
What's going on, Federico Garza?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, and he the staff came out and started calling him a peeping Tom and a creep. I'm like, well, yeah, if someone's looking through the through the crack of the stall, yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kratos, now
So,
that you're here, let me welcome you to the show. How you been doing this week?
I've been better.
Yeah,
I've
me
been
too.
better.
Me too. Me personally, I haven't slept much this week. I slept. My downfall of sleep this week started on Tuesday when I only slept 30 minutes
Damn.
that morning, and then I was awake for about 8 hours, and then I
Hmm.
didn't. Then I only managed about an hour and a half of a nap before I had to get up and go to Miku Expo on Tuesday. And then I went. Then I went through that whole concert and somehow managed to stay awake until 6 o'clock in the morning the next day.
God damn.
And then I slept about 5 hours, and then Thursday I slept for 10 hours, and then yesterday I slept maybe 3 hours, and on Friday I slept for 2 hours, and today I slept for about 4 hours.
Well,
Okay.
I can say the exact opposite. I got quite a bit of sleep. I got about 10 o'clock this morning, and then I went back to sleep until like 1 or 2, and then maybe 1, and then got up, did a few things, and then took another nap, and later on I did getting my laundry taken care of, and did a Neo Geo CD gameplay recording.
I already
So,
plugging this shit. It's only the beginning of the show.
well, no, that's not true. Yeah, I mean, it's a recording. I mean, I don't know when it's going to come out. I mean, I already got a few recordings in the can that I just hadn't got a chance to sit down and edit them just yet.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyways, I put a poll out in the chat for anybody who comes into the stream tonight to vote on it, including Kratos's smoke alarm. Even the smoke alarm can vote if they want.
Oh, is it
yeah,
back?
the fucking smoke alarm fucked up already.
Bro, I feel like you just changed those batteries like 2 months ago.
It has been 2 months. That's
fucking,
a fucking problem.
It is a fucking problem.
The fucking ring. That's
I hadn't.
Another problem.
I hadn't heard it yet.
I heard
I
it.
don't know how Rose heard it, but you didn't. It chirped like 3 times.
Anyways, I put a poll in the chat, and the poll's gonna be live throughout the night. Anyone who comes into the stream, you can vote on it. The left top corner of the screen, you can see the new LTS logo. It was made by my artist Monica, who I've plugged on this channel in the past, on this show actually. When did I do that? Back in like January, I think I did. Yeah, so she took the name of the show and made like a cartoony kind of logo out of it, and I like it. I kind of like it. It's like I said to you guys on Skype earlier. It gives me like those 90s Nickelodeon when Nickelodeon was good kind of vibes.
I agree
without
with
the
that.
foot logo bullshit.
I agree with that.
What was that, Kratos?
Oh my god!
Without the foot logo bullshit.
Yeah, without the
either.
foot logo bullshit. Exactly.
Oh my god, that makes it even creepier now since the whole allegations about that.
Did y'all hear about what Dan Schneider is doing?
No.
Apparently, according to TMZ, I don't know how true this is because it's TMZ.
The last I heard, he was denying the allegations after he went on an interview saying that if he can do that time over again, he wouldn't make the same decisions.
Bullshit.
And then he's
suing the people. He's suing the documentaries people.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's what I'm saying. He's denying the allegations now after saying that if he could have that time back, he wouldn't make the same mistake, the same decisions.
Yeah, he's suing the fucking producers, the creators of Quiet on Set, and for defamation. I'm like, fuck out of here. You already got ousted, you fuck.
Who would ever go back and say, I'm going to do the same mistakes again? Of course, you'd go back and change the mistakes you've done in the past. Like that's
Well,
the.
unless you're Dan Schneider, I don't think that applies.
Well, I mean, a lot of times I bet he's probably going to be unsuccessful because, like, there's a lot of allegation against him.
Mm-hmm.
But it is creepy though. Like now thinking about the foot thing and then the foot logo was like, oh my god, that makes it even worse now thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the logo now, the word "serious" is actually in the same color of the Nickelodeon slime they used to use too, which is pretty cool.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Well, guys, we only have 3 topics tonight. Um, Kratos, I don't know if you've heard since you were driving, but we're going to talk about Nintendo breaking their silence on
Mm-hmm.
when they're going to announce their new game console and when the next direct is. We're going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
Xbox continuing to destroy itself by shutting down more studios and pretty much burying Bethesda.
Mm.
And then going on record to say that they're not finished yet. So they're shutting
Oh
down.
Christ.
They're gonna shut down even more studios. Future.
Jesus.
And since it is Mother's Day, again, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, all the moms that
Mm-hmm.
probably won't see this anyway, but um,
Yeah. Fuck their moms anyways.
Hey, fuck you too.
hey, just because you don't have yours anymore, come on now.
Oh. Oh.
So anyway, we're gonna take a look at 12 of the best Mother's Day gift ideas. By the way, Casey, obviously not trying to hurt your feelings or anything. So hopefully this topic doesn't bring up any hurt feelings towards you. But considering it is the holiday and today is Mother's Day, I figured we could bring it up as a topic tonight.
Yeah, I miss my mom. I mean, it sucks. This will be the first. This is the first of everything this year. Like, it was the first birthday without her. Now it'll be the first Mother's Day without her. I mean, her being alive. I mean, there's a few times I wasn't physically there because I was in Pennsylvania. But
Mm-hmm.
it does suck she's not there no more.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I don't know the feeling, but I'm sure I will someday. So, where do you guys want to begin? You want to talk about Xbox first and their shenanigans, or do you want to talk about Nintendo?
I'm already down for Nintendo.
Of course you
I'm
are.
down for Nintendo as well, but I found out some news about recently about Tomb Raider and Resident Evil 9.
I actually just heard something about RE9 yesterday. Somebody made a video, had over 400 something thousand subscribers, making a
Sounds about Blood
video.
Culture Gaming.
No, it wasn't Much Culture Gaming, or someone else, but they made a video about why they believe that RE9 is in development and is going to be announced soon. I forgot the name of I think it was the name of the channel was Resident Evil Resistance or Resistance Evil or some shit.
Well, I found out some big news about both franchises. They're making potentially, this is according to leaks, according to What Culture Gaming's podcast,
Going on, TSS.
Resident Evil 9 and the future of Tomb Raider open world.
Tomb Raider I did not hear about, but Resident Evil 9
That was
is
just
apparently
yesterday.
is Resident Evil 9. Are they saying too that it's going to be called Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse?
No, they're saying open world is what I'm hearing.
Right, but I'm saying the name of the title. Are they going by Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse?
I'm not sure about that.
Because that's the one that the Resistance Evil channel is running with.
Okay.
But TSS, you just got here. I'm sure you see the poll on the screen. Feel free to vote on it if you'd like. New logo. There it is. If you haven't seen it yet, now you did. With the next episode, I'll start plastering our faces back on the screen. I just haven't had much time today to put together the proper, the proper thumbnail. So
He was
Mhm.
he was too busy just screwing off, to do what he needs to be doing.
yeah,
Like,
I was watching the Yankees, and they won,
see,
and then I fell asleep, and then as I haven't slept at
see,
all, I haven't really slept at all this week, so I kind of just fell asleep, and then I woke up and made dinner and let my dogs out, and here we are. But
you had
anyways,
all that you had all that time to do a
Don't mind me.
proper.
I'm just munching on a pork steak.
I'm not knocking it. Fucking pork steak's fucking delicious.
Yeah, especially when they're made by my fucking cousin.
Your fucking cousin.
My cousin
huh?
make my
Yeah,
cousin.
your fucking cousin.
Okay, fuck
I
off.
mean,
Well,
hold on, you're the
The
one
way
who said
you said that made me think like fuck off.
that. Well, you're the one who said fucking cousin. I mean, I'm not the one that said that.
My cousin is like this is my cousin who's the mother of my Williams syndrome cousin, okay? On my dad's side. She made the pork steak, she made potatoes, she made corn. But hey Big Mo Smart, what's up, buddy?
going on? I don't know what the fuck this is, but
What?
But
no, I brought up this article, and apparently it's not what I thought it was.
Oh shit.
porn, isn't it?
No,
Shut
shut
the
up.
fuck up.
I mean, that's what usually comes up to mind. Like, if it's not what it's supposed to be, it must be porn.
No,
Jesus Christ.
the website just looks different.
You
That's all.
want to scare off my sister that fucking badly, dude?
Of course.
Oh,
I told
Hold
I
on.
told her I'm keeping you on a fucking leash tonight. Shit.
I think
I
I think I need to get my friend to put him on a fucking leash.
oh,
She
Hold on,
she
I
likes
got-
doing that.
I had to
Damn.
complete the look. What TSS says, he says, I look like I look weird cause with the couch, and he's about to explain his evil plan to the hero.
Okay, okay, Mr. Evil.
Well, I had to complete the look. So,
EJ pointed out you got new glasses too. Is that true?
yeah,
And I'm looking at him. Yeah.
You did, were those the ones you picked up yesterday when you called me?
yeah, I had these. Well,
Nice.
no, I wasn't wearing these when I was calling you. I was wearing my sunglasses.
No, as I heard you picking up a
Mhm.
prescription yesterday, so I thought you were picking up glasses.
Oh, prescription meds.
Oh, okay.
But no, I had these for a few weeks now.
All right, everything's good. Y'all can hear everything just fine, right? Last show it seemed like y'all couldn't hear one of us for a little bit, but it seems like everything's good now. No one's
All
really
right.
saying anything otherwise.
Introducing Ultimate
Now I'm
Speed
going to tell you
Broadcast-
my evil plan. Now,
Fox
Oh,
News
shit,
has it.
he's got the dog. He's gonna fuck the dog.
Fox
Well, I
News
mean,
has
I
has an evil plan because they're over here playing fucking ads on the goddamn page.
Are we sure we go? Do we need Inspector Gadget in here? Instead of Claw having a cat, he's got a dog right now.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, now it's time to tell my evil plan to the hero. I mean, that never ever works out.
Hey, as long as he doesn't have any peanut butter with him, he's fine.
Aw. I mean, I do have peanut butter in the closet.
Well, it's
fuck.
not on your person, so that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
You're a sick fuck.
You're the one with the
Aren't
dog.
we all?
Okay. I mean, you're the one who's added 1 and 1 and getting 3 around here.
I'm just trying to fix this damn article up, Casey. I don't know what you're talking.
So,
All right, here we go. Now, that's about as good as it's going to get. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Midmo Smark, what's up? Casey with glasses is weird. Because with the couch, it looks like he's about to explain his evil plan. Just stopping in, though. Y'all have a good night.
EJ, how are the Nuggets doing?
They won,
Denver
apparently.
Nuggets.
She said they won. They beat the Timberwolves.
Something tells me if the Nuggets win the NBA Finals, we'll see EJ on national television in the celebration parade.
Could very well be. Alrighty, well, Nintendo.
You gotta make a YouTube short about that, EJ. I would love to see that shit.
Fucking
if you were at
ads.
the celebration parade.
I hate ads. Anyway, on Tuesday, Japan Nintendo said its plans to make an announcement about the successor to the long-lasting Nintendo Switch console during the fiscal year, which ends in March 2025. Now, let me just say this. They are not going to wait until March of next year to announce this console because the Switch has been on its last legs for how long now? They are not going to squeeze another year out of this thing.
It's on the decline of the sale.
Yeah, we're actually going to get into that. But yeah, you're right.
Speaking of potential release dates, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, a game I've been anticipating, could come out this year as well.
Well, and there's not a lot of
waiting for confirmation, according to Joe Grubbs of some fucking podcast.
Never heard of him.
Joe Grubbs on let me check that link again.
Nintendo has extended the life cycle of the Switch device with hit titles. Hold on one second. That is not the right thing I wanted to click on. Boom, here we go. With hit titles such as The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, that came out a year ago. Holy shit, that came out a year ago already. Wow.
Oh, Jeff Grubb. Sorry.
With the market focused on prospects for smooth transition into next generation hardware. The Kyoto-based game company said it expects to sell 13.5 million Switch units during the current fiscal year as it tries to squeeze further sales from the aging device. Nintendo did not offer further details on new hardware, saying that there would be no disclosure at its Nintendo Direct presentation in June. So there you go. They also went over their next Direct. I have a separate article that's going to go over that. And I quote, "A lot of users will now hold off buying the current Switch as they know that the new model will come out sometime in 2025, said Senken Todo, founder of Kanten Games Consultancy. Nintendo last year sold 15.7 million units of the hybrid home portable device, which launched in March 2017. Nintendo lifted its full-year forecast of 15.5 million units in February. The company has made incremental changes to the Switch devices, with sales of the OLED model growing year on year, even as broader hardware sales continue their annual decline. Nintendo expects operating profit to fall this year by around a quarter to $2.6 billion. The company is seen as having a thin pipeline as it holds back heavy-hitting titles for the successor device, with announced titles including Paper Mario Thousand Year Door later this month and Luigi's Mansion 2 in June. Those are both remasters. Nintendo expects... Go ahead.
I was going to say, and that's pretty much the last two big hitters that's been really announced.
That we know of, because we do have that Direct next month, so we might get one last major announcement.
Yes, Tia says that is true. The reports of the specs are confirmed to be as strong as a Series S by Xbox.
It is confirmed? You told me the other day it was only rumors.
I don't know how you
There's
confirm
like a tech like giant that's like shared the specs online apparently.
Yeah, I read them. I couldn't make heads or tails of that. I was gonna go over that tonight, but I don't even know what half of it means.
And your medicine.
Yeah, take that in a little bit.
I'm
But yes,
gonna say
that is the
another.
alarm to take my medication. And I'm knocking stuff over here.
I'm gonna have to say that I'm not gonna believe any specs until the Switch 2 is,
That's
or
that's
like
how
I
that's how I always take it. I don't really like to go over leaks and rumors too much, even if they are by well-known leakers. But like I said, the hardware specs that this person went over, I don't know what half of it means, so I'm not gonna make myself look stupid by going over them tonight. But I was thinking about it. Nintendo expects to sell 165 million software units this year, which would be a 17% decline on the year earlier. The development of games has become more sophisticated, long-term, and complex, Nintendo president Shintaro Furukawa said when asked how the market has changed since the Switch launched. In the year ended March, operating profits grew 4.9% to 528.9 billion yen. Nintendo's shares closed up 2.4% ahead of earnings and are up 5.4% this year after a recent sell-off. Fiscal year 2026 is a very late launch window for the new hardware, said Toto. They cannot, as I just said, they cannot squeeze another year out of this fucking Switch.
no,
They can't.
no, it's gotta be this year or sometime next year.
I mean, what they can do is they can do what they did with the Switch. They announced it in January, and they announced it in mid-January, and it was available to a month and a half later. That's very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was, wasn't it? It was like
it was announced on. It was announced. I remember it was announced January 17th because I remember I went to GameStop the very next day to pre-order mine, and it came out on March 3rd. So yeah, it was like a month and a half in between the announcement and the release date. I could see them doing something like that again, but I think they're going to announce it this year. I think we're going to get the announcement before Christmas.
I know I went to the Pennsylvania GameStop, and like you said, after they announced it, the next day I went to that GameStop to pre-order it, and I was there for the midnight release for picking up my Switch, and I was the first person to get it in my township. So, but that was the only time I ever did a midnight release for a console.
I didn't do a midnight release. I didn't do any midnight release because my GameStop is in a mall, so that wasn't going to happen.
The last time I did any form of midnight release, NCAA football was still a series at the time, and I got the 2011 version that had Tim Tebow on the cover.
You know, it sucks that they don't do that as much as they used to. You know,
everything's digital. That's why.
Well, yeah, but there's still physical stuff like the new. Talking about the new Nintendo. About Nintendo related thing is that they were releasing the Nintendo World Championship.
It wasn't even 3 months. TSS, like I said, it was a month and a half. That Nintendo Direct about the Switch was January 17th. I actually have that. I have that stream in my stream archive on my channel.
You know what? Well, no, I think he's correct. They had the teaser
in October. Yes. Then they had the Direct about the Switch on January 17th. Like I said, the archive stream is on my channel, and on March 3rd, the system came out.
So, no, I believe TSS is still correct. So,
well, he said 3 months later. 3 months later would mean the console would have come out in May. and it came out in March, obviously.
Oh, this
no.
rumor is coming from Okami.
So when you have a question or a
Okami
challenge, I'm
13
here to first
underscore at
listen
Twitter
and
about these
understand
specs,
how you're feeling.
You know, I'm just gonna
which
and then
plug
were
this
together-
via a
Fuck you,
publicly
nerds.
accessible shipping log. Very rough estimates place it between the PS4 Pro, and Xbox Series S in docked mode.
Yeah, that's what I was reading the other day. Yeah,
But yeah, but did you hear about, like I said before, the Nintendo World Championship, the NES edition?
I tried to
Coming out.
pre-order it, and by the time I saw the post, it was already sold out on GameStop.
Oh wow! I mean, I went to Best Buy.
Of course you did.
store.
I don't know if does Best Buy. Well, I don't know if Best Buy makes you pay for pre-orders right away or not until they release, because I haven't tried. Then they're probably sold out on Best Buy by now too.
Sounds about right.
I was gonna probably order the Famicom version, but I was like, the only difference, well, there's a couple differences. Yeah, they have different.
Casey, please
Cover
tell me you're
up.
wearing shorts. Your leg looks pretty naked. Gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing shorts.
That doesn't
Good.
sound very confident.
Let's just say I'm wearing boxer shorts at least.
Oh God.
Oh,
Casey's
Christ.
Casey's in his underwear. Oh God, help us all.
we have a wardrobe malfunction. We all getting in fucking trouble.
Hold on,
Especially your ass.
I got scratched down here real quick. Let me move the camera down.
Don't move the camera down, please. While Casey's fucking playing with himself over there, let's talk about the Nintendo Direct confirmed for next month. Let's see. Nintendo has confirmed that a Direct showcase will take place in June 2024, focusing on software for the Nintendo Switch during the latter half of the year. This will hopefully offset what is looking to be a fairly quiet year for the Switch, with only 2 first-party games currently known, which again is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which, by the way, this was not the original title of Luigi's Mansion 2. Because
what was it going to be?
No, well, it was a DS game, right? It was that 3DS game.
It was a DS game.
So they remastered it and they changed the name.
I think it was a 3DS game.
Right. Yeah, and they just remastered it and changed the name.
Yeah.
Considering that these launch on May 23rd and June 27th, respectively, Nintendo has, at the time of writing, absolutely nothing lined up for the remainder of the year. That is not very good, now is it?
You know what? I'll bet what's going to happen. We're definitely not getting a 3D Zelda, but I'm thinking it's been a while.
There's rumors going around that Twilight Princess and Wind Waker are going to get Switch remasters.
That'd probably be for the next one, but I'm thinking maybe we'll have the Odyssey 2 or the sequel.
We're not going to get that before the next console comes out.
No. That's what I'm talking about. I'm thinking we're not getting the new 3D Zelda for a while. For the
Mario is due for a new game, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're going on 7 years without a new Mario game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that's going to come out for the new Switch.
Right, but we're trying to think of what can come out now to
nothing
to help the Switch stay afloat until the new one comes out.
Dude, Wii U, when it died, the only thing it had left was Breath of the Wild, and that was at the very last end. The transition between the Wii U and the Switch, and that was their swan song before they moved in. So, but you know how long it took from before the Breath of the Wild they had a good game. They were like barely dripping any games out during the Wii U era.
Well,
Like
the Wii U also bombed, and they had next to no third-party support because of how much of a failure that console was.
it might have been a failure, but
It was still a fun
a
console, but it was a failure.
it had a ton of great games on it that they got a second chance of life on the
Most of them.
Switch.
Most of them. There's like maybe
Yeah,
two. There's like maybe two Wii U games that I played that didn't get a second chance on the Switch. But
I would say Yoshi's Woolly World. Yeah, that got on the 3DS, but that should have got to the Switch.
I mean, I guess they didn't put it there because of Crafted World, but yeah. Crucially, the company also confirmed that the Direct Showcase will not feature any information on the Switch successor, which was finally acknowledged by Nintendo. We just covered that in the other article, with an announcement this fiscal year. Still, it's good to set expectations, right? As for what games might be in the pipeline, we can only make a few educated guesses at this point. ESRB recently posted ratings for Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. That looks pretty cool, and you actually get quite a lot of shit with it for $60. So that's probably a no-brainer, while Metroid fans are still waiting for news on the elusive Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, we're going to go through that whole the whole generation that is supposed to come out for the Switch, and it's going to miss it.
Dude, that game got announced in what, like fucking 2019, and we're still waiting for it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And all we saw of it back then was just a logo.
Yeah, well, 2 years after they announced it, then they had to blow it up and start over again. So imagine all that work. You couldn't. Are you saying they couldn't salvage one bit? Was it really that bad? Like,
I'll tell you one thing. If it's anything like the developmental hell for like that game, The Guardian for PS3 that didn't come out until PS4 era or PS5 era.
Oh, the Last Guardian, right? Yeah.
Last Guardian, yeah.
And that game became was such a disappointment when it finally came out.
No shit.
TSS thinks most likely it'll be a dual release for both the current Switch and the new Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I
At
don't
this
know.
point, I may take a picture of my fucking smoke detector and add it so we can add it to the fucking thumbnail as guest appearance. This keeps
you know what? Let's say they do announce Metroid Prime 4. I bet they're not going to do it until they'll announce the new Switch out. So I would not expect them saying anything about that with the next Direct.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, Rose, nice haircut and shave.
Oh, you just
now noticing.
Just noticing, I looked like this 2 weeks ago when we did our last episode.
I didn't have the stream up on my phone at the time.
Let's see. Whatever Nintendo has planned, though, we're keen to learn more information next month. For now, and then they just take a look. So again, Paper Mario, May 23rd. Luigi's Mansion 2, June 27th. The next Pokemon game will be early 2025, so probably January. It's the next Pokemon Legends game, which we have next to no information on. And Metroid Prime 4 is still TBA, more like MIA at this point.
Pretty much.
Meanwhile, Nintendo confirmed that the Switch has now sold over 140 million units. A further 13.5 million has been forecast for the fiscal year 2025, which would put it above the DS in the overall console ranking and just a smidge behind the PS2. Now, if they do outsell the DS, the Switch will become their most successful game console ever made.
The handheld doesn't count as a console, though. It's a handheld. Like,
yeah, but I mean, it's still a gaming system. So, all right, let me reword that. If the Switch outsells the DS, it'll be Nintendo's most successful
Hardware.
gaming hardware of all time.
And I still don't like that because
Well, I can't word it any better. God damn it!
No, I'm just saying. To me, I don't look at them at the same way. Like I recently started picking up more Game Boy stuff and Game Gear stuff because I can actually now play them on the TV now. But beforehand, like, yeah, I was a child when I was playing with my Game Boy and Game Gear. But I always played on the TV. Yeah, when I was playing my Switch like crazy, yes, I played it in portable mode. But it's it's more still a console. So,
And I just realized
but
I had the fucking screen off, so let me show you guys the article. You guys could look at it real quick for a few minutes. I didn't realize I had the window off. But anyways, so yeah, thoughts on this? The direct. What do you think? Like, what are some possibilities you think we can see? Like maybe I really don't know. Like, what games could they possibly announce to try to
nothing big.
breathe any last bits of life into the Switch, to make it live long enough for the next console to come out. Like anything that, and I'm not just talking about like Switch games, like remasters or anything new. I mean, like any big announcements for NSO that people are waiting for, like the GameCube maybe, for Nintendo Switch Online,
That's
or
not gonna happen.
any other major N64 NSO games that people are waiting for, or maybe the Game Boy Pokemon games that people are waiting for.
Well,
if they end up doing like GameCube games or N64 games in general, they're gonna need some permission from WWE. Well, if you know what I'm referring to.
They've been doing N64 NSO games for about a little over a year now.
No, I'm talking about like for WCW NWO World Tour, WCW NWO Revenge, WWF No Mercy. They need permission from that company.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's my point.
Well,
that's the point. That will bring wrestling fans to play the fucking Switch at least once.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, it's not just you gotta get their license. I mean,
plus you have to get like NIL payments set up for everyone in those games, even though more likely half of them are fucking dead.
Probably. But
speaking of which, did you guys see the Black Saturday Dark Side of the Ring episode yet? Because I tried watching it like on YouTube because someone did a premiere or stream for it on YouTube, and the audio was shite.
Well,
probably did that on purpose.
Well, you're probably watching the pirate version because if you pay for the actual, like, that's why I was getting sick of watching those, because they're either the audio is horrible or the fucking image. They'll either zoom in, zoom out, or they'll show the same clip over and over and over. I was like,
the video was fine. It's just the audio was like, you could hear like someone's like Windows computer acting the fuck up while he's screen recording that.
Personally, I don't watch the series, so.
Well, there's a new series coming out from Dark Side of the Ring called Who Killed WCW? Starts next month.
Well, we already
Kevin Nash already confirmed it's going to be the real story, not the WWE bullshit you hear.
Oh, I'm sure Casey will be covering that on his channel then.
Yep.
It's a 4-part series.
Jesus, god damn it, Casey. My god. That confirms that confirms he ain't wearing anything down there.
Jesus Christ.
Come on.
But other than that,
how do you know that's not Kratos farting. Hold on.
Oh
how
shit!
how you blame me first? Like, why
Because
is
you're
that
the only one
automatic?
that
You're
does
the only
something
one with
that
their
disgusting.
fucking leg up at this point.
That too. And I'm pretty sure Kratos is still wearing clothes.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
I farted.
the other thing is about that Who Killed WCW miniseries. Dwayne Johnson is one of the executive producers for it.
Yeah, so WWE's gonna have some
I
work.
doubt it. I doubt it.
Well, he's on the board, so
Dwayne
he
Johnson
can.
did the Tales from the Territory series. He was a
Yeah,
part of
but
that.
that's before he was on the board, though.
True. But you have to remember, he's part of TKO. He's not really part of WWE. He's
You're
not really
part of
he's part of their board of directors for TKO, which is the now parent company for both UFC and WWE. But he's not really just a part of WWE. And everyone was wondering, what's his tie-in to all of this? Why would he be a part of it? The only conclusion I could come up with, Meng. Meng was in WCW.
Okay.
That's his uncle. Haku.
Maybe that's why those guys are tied into the new bloodline.
What, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa? More than likely.
Yeah.
I mean, I predicted that if Jacob Fatu didn't show up, Tongaloa was going to show up because that's Tama Tonga's actual brother. So the fact that they're both in WWE now, well, this is actually Tongaloa's second run in WWE, to be fair. His second run. Because he was in NXT and at the time they didn't like him, so he got cut. And yeah. King Haku is gonna be crazy if he actually. I mean, I love the fact that Meng and all the memes about him, like, it's just crazy. I want to see this show.
All right, so yeah, so final. Any more thoughts on the Nintendo situation, and or you think that they're just gonna kill off? They're just gonna let the console just like slowly die?
If they let it die, that's a missed opportunity. Just flat out let it die.
I have some breaking news
about
Nintendo software coming out. We have Splatoon 4 coming out for the Switch.
You only wish.
What? And we got Mario Kart 9, or we call it Mario Kart Ultimate, coming out. I mean,
how about calling it Mario Kart We Need to Die type of series?
I can get you the logo of Mario Kart 9 Ultimate if you want me to. But in the serious note, there's no more. There's gonna be no more major releases after Paper Mario and Luigi 2. It's
besides the
done.
Pokemon game next year in January.
Okay, and then after that, that's done.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't think they're really gonna try to release anything else, like anything people want, even if it's, like I said, an NSO game or two, or you think they're just gonna just slowly let the console just drop off quietly?
Well, they'll probably continue to do the Nintendo service games.
Well, yeah, they'll continue that, but what I'm saying is, you think they'll give anybody games that they're really wanting, like the Game Boy Pokemon games, or anything, any of the big titles that they haven't put out for the N64 NSO yet, maybe the Sega NSO, since they really don't seem to care about updating that one fucking ever.
Yeah, they didn't. They released that, and then I think they barely
I think they
updated it.
updated it. I think they did like they did like maybe 2 updates on that one. Like I
Yeah,
said, maybe you think they give us the GameCube NSL
no.
games for a little while before the new Switch
Mm-mm.
or whatever it is, or do you think if they continue the NSO branding on the new console, they'll wait for the
They'll
GameCube
wait.
Switch for that one maybe?
They'll wait for GameCube to do for that one. I mean, probably, it could be cross-platform then, but it might give you an initiative to go to the new Switch. But no, I think all the major ones are pretty much already announced, and we're probably going to have a slow drip of what's left because I mean it's dying. I mean, we're what? How many years is it now? 8?
That we're in the 8th year, so by the time the new
Yeah,
console comes out, the Switch will be 8 years old.
yeah. So, like, yeah, will be Nintendo's longest living console. That's not handheld exclusively, even though they do have one exclusively with the Switch Lite. Even though that's stupid to have that. But nah. I mean, it's not as I don't predict it as bad as like Sony, where they're not gonna produce anything for a year, and they'll grant that. Like we talked about this on the phone, like we're like where Sony just said, "Oh, don't expect anything for a year."
From them,
Like,
but there's
wow,
still plenty of third-party stuff coming out.
yeah, but nothing from them though. Like, okay, why are we gonna buy your system if you're not gonna do anything for a year? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm hoping this is gonna cost Sony some money because if them not gonna try to put any effort into anything, then they deserve it. Some repercussions in their fucking wallets. But
So I
and
just
like
gone.
we were talking about the PSVR 2, how that was a flop. And it gaming is changing, my friends. That's for sure coming up, Like especially when we'll be talking about Microsoft.
We're
That's
gonna be
what
talking about them in a minute.
I think that's what sparked our Sony t- conversation. But no, I don't see Nintendo continue doing anything until the next Switch 2. And and the only thing is, if anything, it'll be like TSS, maybe Metro Prime 4, and it'll probably cross platform. But that'd be it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do cross-platform for at least a year when the new Switch comes out.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know. Would you think so, though? I mean, you. They did still continue making games for the Wii U, like from Nintendo. It was still, uh, yeah, third party was making games, but when they did Breath of the Wild, I think that was their last first party game for the Wii U, and they're like, all right, we're moving on to the Switch. Third party, if you want to continue doing that, sure. I I can't really put a finger on if Nintendo did anything after that. So I got a feeling when we hit the new generation, that's it. I don't see Nintendo doing two of the cross platforms. or cross generations, like Sony and Microsoft did. Like, but that's my prediction.
Well, I guess we'll find out next month when what Nintendo may be holding back for us, if anything major at all. With that being said, we'll move over now to talking about the Xbox and Microsoft going on a fucking slaughtering fucking rampage because they just want to, for whatever reason, just shut down all their fucking companies. I don't, all their shit. I really don't know why. Did we lose Kratos?
I'm still here.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about the Microsoft situation now. Microsoft Xbox shutting down a number of gaming studios, including Arcane Austin, making it the latest publisher to shut down studios amidst signs of a gaming slowdown. Studios such as Hi-Fi Rush maker Tango Gameworks, headquartered in Tokyo and Canada-based Alpha Dog, will also be closed, and some employees will be laid off. Matt Booty, head of Xbox Game Studios, said in a memo that was seen by Reuters on Tuesday. Xbox declined to comment when asked about the number of employees impacted by the layoff. Growth in personal computing and console gaming is expected to remain below pre-pandemic levels as gamers record fewer hours of playtime owing to weaker release schedules. Data from research from Newzoo showed. The reprioritization of titles and resources is so that Xbox can invest deeply into its portfolio of games and new intellectual properties, according to Booty. All of the affected studios are units of ZeniMax Media, which was acquired by Microsoft for $7.5 billion in 2021, and Bethesda. Microsoft's Xbox content and services segment reported a 62% jump in third quarter revenue last month, largely driven by the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Grand Theft Auto maker Take-Two Interactive said it would shut down 2 subsidiary studios as part of a mass layoff, Bloomberg News reported last week. Microsoft previously laid off 1,900 employees at Activision and Xbox at the start of the year. Some developers from Arcane Austin will join other studios and work on projects across Bethesda, the creator of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout titles. I like how you don't mention Doom. Servers of the game Redfall, made by Arcane, will continue to remain online for players. So, yeah. 3 studios, and you know what's funny? They're shutting down this one, right? They shut down this one. Yet, Hi-Fi Rush was one of the games that was announced to go to the PlayStation 5. As part of that Xbox slowly becoming third-party thing, they were giving up some of their exclusive titles, and Hi-Fi Rush was one of them, and now they're shutting down the studio that made the game. So I wonder how the PS5 version of that game is going to go now.
That's a good point. I mean, are they still going to make it?
Well, I mean, I think they have to. They're contractually obligated. I mean, they didn't. I'm sure they didn't have to do too much to the game to recode it to work on the PS5. So I'm sure that they are able to finish it, or it's going to be passed off to other people to finish. I don't know. But yeah, I just find it interesting how Hi-Fi Rush was one of the games announced to go to PS5 and not be Xbox exclusive anymore, and then like a month later after that announcement, they shut down the fucking studio that makes the game. So yeah, three more studios.
Yeah.
Three more studios shut down. More people getting laid off. And like I said, they hinted at the fact that they're not finished yet. Because on this post here, we're only going to go over a little bit of this. We're not going to go over this whole page, obviously, because some of it's nonsense. But yeah, we're going to go over this top part of the page here that talks about the layoff and stuff, because there's a little paragraph right here at the top of the page we're going to go over. Jesus Christ, this is long. It's probably not going to fit all on screen. No, it doesn't, in fact, fit all on screen.
Wow.
Give me a minute while I fucking resize this. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go over this. This week, Xbox begins offering voluntary severance agreements to producers, quality assurance testers, and other staff at ZeniMax, which is published in 2021, actually, for $7.5 billion, according to people familiar with the company's plans. This actually says right here at the top, the sudden closure of several video game studios at Microsoft's Xbox division was a result of widespread cost-cutting initiative that still isn't finished. So there you go. Still isn't finished. So there's more to come. We just don't know yet. Let's see. Others across the Xbox organization have been told that more cuts are on the way. Employees were shocked by the unexpected shuttering Tuesday of 3 Xbox subsidiaries and the absorption of a fourth. The closures include Tokyo-based Tango Gameworks. We just went over this. Last year, released the critically acclaimed game Hi-Fi Rush. Tango was in the process of pitching a sequel. Said the people who asked not to be identified, discussing non-public information.
No, I guess we're not getting that sequel.
Right. During a town hall with ZeniMax staff on Wednesday, Xbox president Matt Booty praised Hi-Fi Rush, but did not specify why the company had shut down the development studio behind it. According to 3 people who were in attendance, speaking about the closures more broadly, Booty said that the company's studios had been spread too thin. Well, here's the fucking idea. Stop buying them then.
Yeah, no shit.
Spread too thin like peanut butter on bread. And that leaders across the division had felt understaffed. They decided to close these studios to free up resources elsewhere, he said. Booty added that the shutdown of subsidiary Arcane Austin, the longtime developer of games such as Prey, was not connected to the performance of the new multiplayer game Redfall, a critical commercial flop. Yeah, sure it wasn't.
Well, he says it's spread too thin, like peanut butter on bread. Well, I mean, I guess he's talking about cream peanut butter but I don't like cream peanut butter. I like chunky peanut butter. So,
of course you do.
Would be.
That's because you like. That's because you like things in your mouth, right, Casey?
I mean, I like crunchy.
Sure you do.
Peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's a stupid saying. But we were talking about this on the phone. I'm like, we kind of blew our load, but we were talking very much about this, and I mean, Microsoft, it does look like they're going to go third party, aren't they?
Or slowly just get out of gaming altogether. Because I mean, why? If you think your company is being spread too thin, why are you still acquiring fucking game studios then?
I don't know.
They had that long ass legal battle to acquire Activision Blizzard, which I'm still not sure if it's officially closed yet. I don't think it is.
It is.
Then they had. Then what else did they buy? They bought Bethesda a couple years before that, which is where these studios pretty much came from that were closed down, that were just recently shut down. And then last year they bought a couple of other smaller fucking developers. Like, why are you buying all these game studios if you think you don't have enough staff for everybody and people, and what you're buying is now understaffed because you don't have enough people to run to keep up with Microsoft's basically pseudo monopoly on the fucking gaming industry now.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make sense to
I mean,
me. If you have a problem keeping up with the amount of game studios and games that you guys are working on, stop buying game studios then. Let them stay third party or let them be bought out by somebody else.
I call BS that they're making so much games because you figure how many studios they had. Like, they should be flooding the market with a bunch of exclusives, and they're not. Like, obviously they're not coming out exclusives like Nintendo does, or like I think PlayStation still has more exclusives than they do.
The last exclusive first party game Xbox released was Forza Motorsport last October. And before that, I think the last exclusive was the latest Halo game.
And that was on. Was that the one on Xbox One, or is that, or hold on?
I think it was the Master Chief Collection or some shit.
Is
Which
there
was
one
the Series
for
X game.
No, there's Halo Infinite.
Oh yeah, that's the newest one, right. That and the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
So yeah, Xbox hardly ever releases first party content now as it is. They release a lot less first party content than fucking Sony does. You don't see Sony shutting down all their fucking studios, only Microsoft.
Well, Sony is also not going around and buying a bunch of studios though, too.
No, but I mean they can't because Microsoft's scooping them all up. Now that they're being closed down, maybe Sony should fucking jump in and try to revive some of this shit that's being closed down. Because if they're closing the shit down, Microsoft should just give up the contracts on them then and no longer own them.
Well, I mean, even though they closed them down, they still have the rights to this stuff, right?
Right, which is a problem. Yep, which is a problem.
Like, you can't just, you closed it down, we're going to put money to open it back up. Like, that doesn't work like that. And, like, I mean, all those
really
franchises.
Yeah.
And I just saw a rumor on Twitter, obviously, and there's no source to it, that says Rare is the next studio to get shut down by Microsoft.
Yeah, TSS is right. I think there was I thought there was a studio in London, but wasn't that like Rockstar London or something?
I think that was tied to. I think that might have been tied to one of the studios that Rockstar did shut down. Yeah, at Take-Two.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So, I mean, TSS said Sony literally did shut some of their studios down, the smaller ones.
Right, but I'm saying like they're not doing it as noticeably and as often as Xbox has been. I mean, they're just not. They just came out and said they're not releasing any first-party games, but you don't see them shutting all their fucking studios down. I mean, yeah, Sony did lay off 900 people earlier this year, but they're really not shutting down their freaking studios, which is a good move in my opinion. Can you imagine if Xbox does shut down Rare? Then that'll kill all hopes of ever seeing a new Banjo game, new Killer Instinct, or anything that's owned by Rare. You'll never see those titles ever again.
They really don't do that anyways.
I know, but I'm just saying, right? Like right now, they still can, but if they shut down Rare and they keep the IPs, that means Nintendo can't even revive them.
Maybe that's the one on the chopping block is Rare. I mean, what really have they done? I think the only thing they recently released was just the GoldenEye game that was on Xbox and on Nintendo.
Yeah. They just released the 10th anniversary edition of the Killer Instinct game back in I think August of last year, which is probably the last thing Rare actually did do.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe Rare is on the chopping block.
It could be, but I'm just saying, if it is, then you know damn well Microsoft is still going to hold the rights to the IPs, and that
Oh
means
yeah.
Nintendo won't be able to revive them, which sucks.
No, that's what. Like when a lot of times when these studios shut down, then that's when all these other companies they come in, they swoop up all the franchises that they want to acquire. Like, like there's been people saying they want Sega be sold. Like they said they want Microsoft to buy Sega.
No, thank you. After what the Xbox is doing to all their game studios, I don't want them to buy anyone ever again.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, like I said, they hadn't released any exclusives. Like, like during the Xbox One years, they're like, "Oh, we bought this studio, we bought this studio, we bought that studio," and then they merged with other studios, and then we're like, "Oh, they should be releasing stuff left and right," and they hadn't released jack shit. It's almost like they threw money in a black hole and it's just gone, you know?
Pretty
Like
much.
where the fuck are these games?
I mean,
Like
it doesn't help that game developing is taking longer. So now, for the major titles, you're seeing much wider time gaps in between releases too.
oh yeah, and not only that, it's kinda like if there's a flop in a game, let's say you're a smaller game studio and uh you put out a game and it flops, your studio's done. But if you put like a few good games, your company grows, and then you build this mega franchise, and it flops, and it still kills your company. You know, like there's only some companies can suffer that. Like even Sony feels that when their film, like you could look at the film industry, like how many times they would build a movie, and if it didn't double what they put into it, it's not considered a success, you know?
Right.
So, or if it goes under, like, God, I mean, look, try to remember that John Cena movie that Warner Brothers uh, benched. Like, they put money into it to make it, and then they're like, we're just going to take a loss on it and take a hit and get the tax write off. I'm like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, man, it sucks. You know, to see the gaming industry going in the direction it's going in, and hopefully, they don't. I mean, they said they're not done yet, so I can only imagine who else they cut going forward. It could be Rare. It could be Rare. Or it could be maybe one of their smaller developers that they own. I don't. They're not gonna cut. They're not gonna cut the Halo team. They're not gonna cut the Forza
No,
devs.
no.
I could see them maybe shutting down Gearbox because they haven't released a Gears of War game in like fucking I don't know, fucking 5 years now. I think that series is fucking dead. So
No, I think they're working on Gear 6 though. If they are working on Gear 6, that's another thing.
right, but if they're not, I could see the Gearbox maybe getting shut down at some point. But yeah, so what does TSS say? TSS says I will take a 1080p 60 FPS experience game. Then if they try to make their game look uh
Look 4K, but runs at
look 4K, run
30.
30 FPS, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with TSS. Like, honestly, I mean, I got 1080p TV, and I think it's still just as good as to me. Like, I don't need 4K. I don't need 8K. I think. I think
We're
what
gonna
they
come to a point where the human eye is not even gonna be able to tell the difference anymore.
Well, they said you really can't see past the 4K. So when you go to 8K, like you're probably like, okay, what's the difference? You know, you really have to like stare and see it. Like, oh, that thing right in the background, it's a little bit more clear to that one. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
now
like,
and now they're starting to push 120 frames per second. The human eye can only see so many FPS too. That's why I
yeah.
said we're gonna get to a point where we're not gonna be able to notice the change, and once that happens, then technology is gonna hit a ceiling for fucking graphics.
And then, I mean, that's what Microsoft and Sony is all about. Oh, the bigger graphics, while Nintendo's at least putting out. Yeah, it's not graphic like
They don't care.
crazy, like
They don't care as much of how a game looks, but how it plays.
exactly. I
Which
mean,
is what I feel too. Like if a game looks good but plays like shit, then it's still a shitty game.
exactly.
If I'm not having
I mean,
fun with it, I don't care how fucking good it looks. Gameplay over graphics every day.
I agree. And then there's sometimes some of these games, they're pretty much movies with like full motion uh well, like the VMWs, whatever they call the like the Sega CDs where you press something and it moves on. I'm like, or it's just literally just cinematic for like 30 minutes and then your character's there and then you move outside the room. Oh, the story continues. I'm
So
like if
basically,
it,
the Order 1886 for PS4's launch.
yeah, but like I prefer, like the road says, I prefer gameplay over quality of graphics. Like, I mean, give me Breath of the Wild, give me Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey. Even, dude, I did Pikmin 4 recently on a game live stream, and I love it. It's a beautiful game, and it doesn't need to make it super realistic to make it great, you know?
Well, so yeah, so that's. Did you just fart again, Casey?
No.
Bullshit, I was muted.
I was gonna say I thought I heard like another just now.
Well, one, I had fart. Two, no one said anything, so I had to break that silence.
Oh, let's take a look at this poll real quick. I put out a poll if asking if you guys like the new LTS logo. 6 of you said yes, 2 of you said it's all right, and 2 of you also said no. So I'm curious if you're in the chat and you voted no. Leave a comment as to why you don't like the logo.
I like the logo. I think the little breath, like, I think, it'd be cool is maybe have her do variants of it, you know? Different variants. I think that'd be cool, you know?
We'll see. I'll probably, depending on how things line up for my charity stream this year, I'll probably do a charity stream logo of it. But that's I gotta look through the calendar to see if the next episode is even scheduled for my charity stream. I won't even know. I don't know that right now. Fredo says they're trying to run games at 120 FPS when they can't even get some games to run at a stable 60. It's just funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so true.
Well, I mean, I remember when they're like talking about how when, gosh, when the PS4 came out, it was all about 1080p, and they were struggling to even do that when some games were still, what was it, 720?
Something like that.
And I mean, yes, that's still considered HD, but um, they were having trouble doing 1080, and then when they got the PS4 Pro, they had a little boost between 1080 and 4K, but it was faux K,
Yeah, faux K.
Yeah. And while Xbox One X could do pretty much 4K, but now they can barely do 4K at the current consoles now. And if you do, it runs like shit. If you dial it down to 1080p, it runs better. Like sometimes I really don't notice between 30 and 60.
Oh, you could definitely tell the difference between 30 and 60. I have yet to see a game run at 120 yet, so I don't know if I could tell the difference there. But I can certainly tell you, my eyes, because of, as bad as they are, I certainly can't tell the difference between 1440p and 4K. I'll tell you that much right now.
Well, I can't tell you because I don't have 4K screen. So, but I really don't need one. I think I'm pretty happy at 1080p. It looks pretty fucking good for me.
Yeah, I have a 4K TV, but I don't have I can't stream my games at 4K because my PC monitor is only 1080p. So it only lets me set OBS to record at my monitor's resolution, which kind of sucks. I got to get a new monitor eventually. This thing's like 4 years old going on, and it's outdated. So, final thoughts on the Xbox situation. Them shutting things down. What do you think What do you guys think is going to happen in the future? Are they gonna? Is Xbox planting the seeds of trying to get out of gaming? Or Microsoft rather trying to get out of gaming maybe, or do you think they're just finally going to concede in the console race like Sega did and just go second party?
Well, I think
they go second party. That's going to be the death of Microsoft and Xbox in general.
But I'm saying, if they stop making consoles, do you think they'll still keep making games, or do you think they'll just give up altogether?
I think Xbox will be almost like a backer, It will. They'll be they're really making their money from Game Pass, They'll sell their copies on.
They're not making that much money on Game Pass because of the fact that they're putting all their new releases for Microsoft on Game Pass day one. They're not really making a lot of money.
They're even putting
and a lot of people are expecting that to be the same thing for Call of Duty. And that will be a fucking disaster if it's not day one on Game Pass Ultimate. You have people canceling their subscriptions left and right.
They're even putting some third party games up right away for Game Pass, like the MLB The Show, which is why I haven't bought it on PlayStation this year because I haven't had a need to.
The problem with Game Pass at this point, they had to hike up the price by $2 whole fucking dollars just to make a profit for for their last fiscal year last year. They hiked it up $2 whole dollars.
I'm gonna have to agree.
It used to be $14.99, then it went to $16.99. Go ahead, Casey.
I'm gonna have to agree with TSS that I think they're gonna put Game Pass on Nintendo and on PlayStation. Like he said, it's already on PC. All they need to do now.
Go ahead. Finish up.
All they need to do is just put it on PlayStation and Nintendo, and they got it all wrapped up.
The only problem with that I see is the fact that if Microsoft is trying to get 100 million Game Pass Ultimate subscribers by 2030. And since they announced that goal, they only gained a good 2 million out of their 2 or 3 million since they made that announcement. They got another 6 whole years to get at least. I think their last count was like 70 something million to go.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess.
We're definitely know Microsoft is pushing for a diskless feature if they are going to have a new console. I mean, they definitely want out of disk. They're going to straight have it maybe just be a diskless console next time. I mean, they started it with last gen with the Xbox One SAD, and obviously everything started leading to more to digital, and now you got the Xbox Series S that's just stupid because it's not only all digital, it's the anemic version of their console. It's not even like at least give them the Xbox Series X quality, just digital form. Then it'd be okay. Like how PS5 did, you know?
Right.
Just without disk drive. Don't make your freaking all digital form anemic. Like, then you're gonna push people towards the bigger one with the disk drive. Like, you're trying to get out of that business. But why are you gonna do that and make the bigger one with the disk drive? Like, it makes no sense. But it's stupid.
Now, with Xbox doing what they've been doing, do you think they're gonna continue with their plans of releasing that new Xbox Series X digital model, the one that looked more like a cylinder and not like a fucking refrigerator? Or do you think they've like scrapped that and said, fuck it?
No, I think they'll come out with that. Because why not? I mean, they're gonna have. I think they'll discontinue the Xbox Series S. Because yeah, it sold good for a little bit, but I think that's on the decline. But I'm sure that its successor will be the cylinder, Xbox cylinder. I can't wait to find out what the fucking is it going to be the Xbox SS, like the Nazi SS on it, but because for the super cylinder, I guess cylinder is a C.
Whatever it is, I just hope it's whatever. It has more storage. Let me just say that.
Well, duh.
And there goes monetization.
Not like we've had any, anyways.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they have at least a terabyte on it, right? I mean, most of these consoles now get almost a terabyte, right?
I mean, the current Series S only has 500 gigs in theirs.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow. God dang, that's not good.
Speaking of
the Series X is 1 terabyte, and that's still not enough.
Right? Yes, the PS5 is only 500 gigs, and that's nowhere near enough. I only got 3 games on that console. I can only fit 3 at a time on that thing.
On the PS5 has 500 gigs.
500 gigs.
I thought it has a terabyte on it.
No. The new model will, but the current one doesn't.
Huh.
One of the things I do know though is with the spec rumors, the new Switch is only being said to have 250 gigabytes of storage in that console.
Hey, that's better than 30 gigs.
Yeah, it's a lot better than 32, but still not enough.
Yeah, but I mean, Nintendo always they at least give you the option to expand it have like the PlayStation. Yeah, they have. You can use a hard drive. I think Xbox has those memory cards that cost like a couple $100, 150 or $200 for. Like, what the fuck? I was like, let me use a fucking hard drive, an external hard drive, and let's go. You know, why do I need to buy uh, one that's made for that console?
Yeah, I don't really know.
But no, I'm hoping they do get out of the console business. I mean, I hate to say that, but they're not doing anything. You know,
They really aren't.
not like they're just there. Like, yeah, we'll have Halo games, but they don't make even that anymore. Like, it used to be like you had Halo 1 and 2 that was on the original, and then you had the 3 and 4 on 360, and then you also had the side stories on the 360, and then Xbox One had the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5, and I think Infinite is on Xbox One. But
Technically, every game that came out for the Series X and S was also available on the Xbox One. If you really want to go there.
true, but they don't even promote that no more. But I'm kind of hoping they finally just go third party and just make it a online service like Valve and like Nintendo's or NSO's. You know, have a app on the Nintendo Switch 2 and on the PlayStation 5 Pro or 6.
So, Kratos, before we jump into the next topic, I want to ask you if you did anything for Mother's Day today.
Oh, you're not gonna
No,
ask
because
me
my
what-
mother's on the road.
Mom's on the road. All right, Casey. I
Are
would
you
ask you, but what can you possibly do other than maybe visit your mom's plot?
Pretty much.
Did you at least do that?
No.
He's gonna haunt your ass.
Oh, great! Like, I don't like going up there no more. It's like it's honestly, it's sad when it's hard for me to go out there, even when my dad's up there, but then my mom, and it's just hard.
Yeah, I could see that, but I would think you would at least pay your mom's grave, some respect on Mother's Day.
Oh, I pay respect every once in a while. Like, I think about my mom all the time. I think that should count because, like, even though I don't show up there, I'm still thinking of her. Like, I'm missing her. I mean, I feel like that still counts in the main thing. Like, it still counts here, you know? Like, I'm still thinking about her.
Well, like I said, I didn't bring up the Mother's Day thing to bring up any bad feelings.
No, I'll be fine.
I know my friend, my lady friend's mom passed away on her when she was still a kid, so that's even harder on her.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta suck.
So yeah, I even told her the same thing tonight when I invited her to watch the show. I said, I didn't bring this up. I said I didn't mean to bring this up, to bring up any bad feelings, any negative feelings and stuff, because she's still young. Obviously, she's younger than me, but yeah, she lost her mom when she was still in school, so that's sad. But anyways, let's we got one topic left, and by the time we're done with it, we should at least be around the 2 hour mark. What's going on, Frederico? I won't be giving money to crazy Bill Gates' new Xbox.
Oh, Bill Gates not even there no more. He doesn't. Not only he doesn't own it, I don't even think he works for them anymore, does he?
I honestly don't know. I thought he was dead.
No, I think he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think you're thinking of Steve Jobs.
Oh no, I knew he died. I thought Bill Gates died too.
No, I was kind of shocked when you said that. I was like, is he dead? I'm like, don't. You had to think about it. It's like, maybe he is dead. Now, maybe Rose is the new murderer. Maybe he's predicting the new people's death. Maybe I'm officially no longer the murderer, and he's the new murderer.
I will never, ever, 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 ever,
Whatever,
ever,
dude.
ever do those kinds of things. But anyways, sit tight.
Hold
I'm just gonna go to my mini fridge real quick for a drink. I gotta take my headphones off because I can't reach the refrigerator. So I'll
I
be
don't
back. I'll
think
be
he
back
can,
in a moment.
I don't think you can really say that when he said that, and think that's almost a prediction, if you ask me. I think he just predicted Bill Gates' stuff. So, like, I, I think the Rose is the murderer now. So, I think
This
I
coming
am.
from the guy who predicted that Betty White would die before her 100th birthday.
Yeah, and I would say the same thing for Bob Barker. I had to get those are my two gems on my crown. I was talking to the actually I know you hate, but I was talking to AJ about this, and we were thinking about getting us. You know how a deer would have like a stuffed head come out of a plaque.
A
I
mantle,
think
yeah.
I think I need a stuffed uh, head of Betty White coming out of a plaque. And the same thing with Bob Barker. I think that's what I need.
Well, yeah, that will go over well with your fucking audience. That would go over really well. Yeah, no.
What's he scheming over here? That's gonna go well with his audience.
Oh, nothing. You don't need to know, Rose. I mean,
He was
we
talking
didn't
about having a mantle of Betty White and Bob Barker over his fireplace.
Oh
Their
Jesus
head.
Christ! Is he trying to summon J-Man to his new place?
Not only that, he might get Joe Compton after his ass too.
I was telling them that I was talking to AJ, and we were thinking about getting like one of those. You know how the stuffed deer heads plaques. So he suggested I have one of Betty White. It's like, hey, not only that, we'll get one for Bob Barker because those are my two crown jewels and my murderer's crown. So, not only
Sis,
that, I
I
said,
apologize for this man's actions. The leash wasn't tight enough, okay?
So see, a little help.
I still think that you predicted Bill Gates' death. Like, if he dies, like, very shortly, I'm to blame the Rose, and then I'm to
You have to
tell
remember
people.
he was under heavy scrutiny for like the whatever like situation he has about about going to Fantasy Island, and one of the accusers apparently having one of his kids or some shit. That's
Oh,
why he resigned. There were rumors that he had like that he was screwing the maid and he was taking the maid to Fantasy Island or some shit.
well, he also
And then
sold the
she was
company.
blackmailing him apparently over having his kid. That's why he resigned from Microsoft. He ain't dead.
Well, he also sold the company off, though, too. So he's not like he was just an employee. So at that time. He wasn't even the boss no more. But fuck him. He'll be dead in a little while because of the rose. So let's go ahead and move on.
Oh, there we go, Casey. Casey's predicting deaths again, and I have nothing to do with it. But yes, let's move on. This list here is from New York Times. Now this is a list of 27 items, but we're only going to go over the first 12 because
why 12?
I think 27 is too long, and 12.
Yeah, but
12 because today is Mother's Day and it's May 12th, so I said 12.
okay.
Perfect sense.
Did we lose Casey?
What? No, I was just saying that I was wondering why 12.
Yeah. Because today is, like I said, today's Mother's Day and it's May 12th, so 12.
Alright.
So, like I said, so we'll go through the first 12 because they're not in any order. So whatever the first 12 that pop up are,
Not in the order.
whatever the first 12 items are will be considered the 12 we look at. So, based on informal and non-standardized poll, all the moms we know just want a few hours to themselves on Mother's Day, May 12th this year. So if you can make this happen, please do. Lovely and thoughtful tokens of appreciation are also welcome. You can never go wrong with reliable, gorgeous flowers, a tasty treat, or an excellent quotidian upgrade. We also have ideas for new moms and mother-in-laws.
Fuck that.
Plus a roundup of under $50 fines and plenty of last-minute saves. So the first one... Go on, Casey.
I would not even give my mother-in-law jack shit. I wouldn't give her shit if I wanted to.
Oh, that's fine, because you don't have a mother-in-law anymore.
I mean... I guess I still technically do, but I don't ever see her, and
you have no reason to.
Nope. Exactly. I mean, I don't even consider them family. I don't get calls or anything. So, fuck them.
Fuck them, yep. Alright, so the first one on the list is a gorgeous garden book. Garden Exploring the Horticultural World. This beautiful 350-page Garden Exploring the Horticultural World is much more of an art book than a how-to. It covers gardens and our relationship to them, from ancient Japan to English cottage, and is chock-a-block with colorful photos, illustrations, art, sculptures, film stills, and textiles. Inspire those tending rambling acres, a single succulent, or just a flicker of interest, with awe-inspiring depictions of gardens across time and geography.
Sounds like... Nah, that sounds boring.
Alright, number 2. This one is The Bird Buddy with Solar Roof.
What?
The Bird Buddy with Solar Roof has an integrated camera to capture 5-megapixel photos and 720p videos of visiting birds and squirrels. It also connects to the cloud wirelessly and uses AI to identify what species of birds are eating at the feeder. This can be helpful to determine which seeds attract which birds. If mom is an avid birder or just a hobbyist, this gift will elevate the bird watching game to a whole new level to allow her to track avian visitors even when she's not able to watch in real time. The attached solar panels eliminate the need to charge batteries, and the Bird Buddy can be accessorized with mounts and additional feeding attachments like a suit bowl holder.
Does that device have an option like when the bird shows up and you don't like the bird that you shoot poison at it, like a poison gas at it? I mean, that's what it looks
Only
like.
Casey would come up with that fucking question.
Well, Casey already doesn't believe in birds anyway, so.
That's true. True too. I think they're all.
This is a good point. He still believes in a flat Earth.
Well, no, not only that is, I mean, I do believe that all birds are flying drones for the government.
There we go.
They they're sending back the information back to the government, and how they charge is landing on the power lines. Like, that's how they charge up. That's why you see them just randomly sitting there. They're charging up. And sometimes they have mass charging up because maybe they're going to send out a bunch of their bird drones and spy on other countries. Like, we got to spy out on Mexico, you know? We got to see what they're doing down there.
Crazy Casey. That's all I gotta say.
Casey in a nutshell says, if you're still watching, I don't know if he scared you off on this show, but that's Casey in a nutshell.
Jesus Christ.
AJ Styles type of flat earther, except a little bit more extreme.
All right, next one. Number 3. Mosser Glass Jade 3-piece mixing bowl set.
So, are you trying to tell
Repeat that
your
shit
mom?
again? I misunderstood what the hell you just said.
Mosser Glass Jade, because it's a color, green. 3-piece mixing bowl set.
So you're telling that your mom needs to go back into the kitchen and cook you something. That's insensitive of this people. Like, this is sexist.
My mother only cooks family recipes, so I could actually see this being a thing for me.
It's sexist.
Oh, fuck you.
Only Casey would think that way. Just because his mom had to cook for him every day. Doesn't mean anything.
I didn't ever say, hey, Mom, we're, you gonna... I'm like, I didn't ask her to cook. I just called and asked what she's cooking, if she's cooking. And if she's not, I said, that's fine, I can get something for myself.
Yeah, we all remember that time on Derailed where you had to cook something and you paid your mom $20 to say it was good.
No, that's not true. It was good rice-a-roni. It was just bullshit that someone said that. It was some donator said that.
But can you prove you didn't do that?
Well, no, because my mom's dead, and so she can't refute that. So, but
this is coming from the guy who willingly sucked on a lollipop shaped like a dick.
Okay, so I mean, it was tasty.
Oh
my God!
Flip it!
You walked into that one.
Flip it!
You walked right into that one.
Well, I mean, it was tasty. I mean, what are we gonna say? I mean, I would finish it, but it was just like I was getting sick of licking, sucking on it.
Flip it!
Someone clip that shit and send it to me. Send that shit to me on Twitter. My fiance and I share a Twitter account, okay? Send that clip to us. Send that clip to us.
You know, Casey, my friend also has
I'll put the Twitter account in. As a matter of fact, send it to EJ and have her send it to me.
my friend does have things that people like to suck on too. So if you're not careful, she might give you a mouthful. Anyways.
Oh,
Everybody needs
Well,
mixing bowls. Even if mom isn't whipping up batters on the regular, she can
see,
use these pretty table ready bowls for serving. The jade
they're
green
sexist too. I
Mosser.
mean, look, see, they're saying even if mom ain't whipping up something, like, oh, so that means she needs to be in the kitchen, right? I mean, God, they're definitely sexist pigs.
You're taking quite a bit of offense to this, Casey. Is this something we don't know about?
I'm just saying
Possibly.
that I think
Possibly something.
I just think it's sexist.
Jesus
That's it.
Christ. The Mosser green glass jade mixing bowls have a 1950s farmstead vibe. They look like they've seen some biscuits in their day. The set includes a 20, 40, and 60-ounce bowls, all made from thick, durable flint glass in Cambridge, Ohio. In the last hand-pressed glass factory in the U.S. They're sturdy and don't chip easily, but they're not safe for the microwave or the dishwasher.
What? So they don't chip easily, but don't put it in the dishwasher or microwave because they're not safe for that. Or obviously that means they'll warp, you know?
Well, when glass gets too hot, it has a tendency to break, so.
So I call bullshit on it. So don't buy this product.
Now, this one is an ugly one. I surveyed this list before, just to see if it was numbered or not, and it wasn't. It isn't. This one, colorful clogs. This one is an ugly entry, and I don't know any woman that would want to wear these. Calzoro Classic Clogs.
It's Crocs.
These solid rubber clogs are made in Italy and intended for people who are on their feet all day. So if mom is a surgeon, a nurse, chef, or otherwise, standing a lot, she'll appreciate these pushy, slightly heeled clogs and their bumpy, massaging footbeds. But even if she's not those things, these fashion-forward Calzoro Classic clogs are perfect for gardening, clopping around the house, or otherwise looking fabulous. They're fully washable and even autoclavable if she needs them to be sterile for some reason. We love the bright rainbow of available colors and the wide range of unisex sizes.
Also, men can wear these Crocs
Yeah.
because that's what they are. They're Crocs.
Yeah, they look ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it's stupid. So if you hate your mom, you give her some of these Crocs. That's like, hey mom, here you go. I think you would love these. Like instead of like some flowers or candy. Here's some Crocs.
Yeah.
Clogs. Not
they're
Crocs. Clogs.
They're also Crocs.
It's an old shoe. Clogs are an old shoe.
Yeah, but
Very
they're
old.
Crocs.
Usually made from wood.
Yeah, those aren't wood. That's plastic, like Crocs.
No, they're rubber, actually.
Oh, rubber. That's right. That's right, man. So they're Crocs with a heel.
Number 4, the Fruit Saver. Emile Henry French ceramic fruit storage bowl. It's only $100. Don't worry, guys.
Or it's more.
Who cares?
Well, you pay for 100 for her, the smaller size, but you can go get it for more on Amazon or food 52 for $5 more than that.
The chic and elegantly understated Emile Henry French ceramic fruit storage bowl picks up where the root cellar of yesteryear left off. The ceramic bottom is a dark, cool place perforated with a few air holes where potatoes, onions, and other alliums can be stored for maximum shelf life. The cork lid is a shallow fruit bowl meant to hold things like bananas and tomatoes that need more air and light. The cork absorbs moisture, keeping fruit fresh longer and staving off rot and fruit flies. This French-made innovation comes in 2 shapes and sizes and 8 colors.
I would buy it because it's made by the French.
What the hell do you got against the French now?
Well, because they abandoned us during Operation Iraqi Freedom or whatever they call it.
That's
They didn't want to
Operation
help.
Desert Storm.
Oh, that's the one in the 90s. Was it Iraqi Freedom? I'm trying to remember what war that was.
Any French people
Are you
watching,
talking
I
about like
apologize.
the Saddam Hussein in power?
Yeah,
That was Desert Storm.
well, that was the one in the 90s, but I think Iraqi Freedom was the one in the early 2000s. And the French would not follow us into that war, so fuck them.
Oh,
You're talking about after 9/11?
Yep.
Jesus Christ, people.
anybody? Any
Not
French
only
people?
is he conspiracy theorist,
Fuck the
He-
French.
oh my god, he thinks he's
I don't-
Johnny Depp too.
Any
And,
French people watching this? Send all your hate mail to Casey is Raw on Twitter. Thank you.
If you can dox him for us, go right ahead so J-Man can bop him upside the head too.
If I get doxxed, I'm blaming you for that one.
Fuck off, it's your own fucking fault.
Number 5, one-of-a-kind doll. Okay.
I'll tell you right now.
Didn't know they
why
make
not.
dolls that are based around RBD.
The Wooden Beehive custom family peg dolls.
I'm going to tell you why I don't like this one off the bat. Is that they have not a unisex or the intergender, or was it a unisex doll? You have a male and a female. I want my intergender doll.
Right.
I don't like how they're we have to choose our pronouns with these.
You know these dolls are shaped like a
bells.
dildo. They'll fit directly up your ass, right?
Why would you say that?
Just saying.
This is coming from the guy who forgets my fiance is non-binary.
No, I'm trying to be for her because I'm pissed
Damn,
off that
Casey.
they don't have a non-binary peg doll. So that pisses me off. So don't buy them.
Peg doll? Really? Did you really just?
No. He's right. That's what they're called. Wooden Beehive custom family peg dolls. Like I said, they're shaped like dildos. They'll fit right up his ass. They'll get pegged. Real good.
They'll rip his ass apart. What do you mean?
Your mom misses you. Make sure she always has a reminder of your existence nearby with a custom wooden beehive family peg doll in your image. Half classic American folk art and half hilarious. These hand-painted dolls are made in North Carolina. Did Tommy make these? By artist B. Webb. After you send her
If
photos,
it's from Black Mountain, we know where to get them. In bulk.
after you send her your photos of your subject via the Etsy website, she keeps in contact while creating your doll to make sure she gets the details you want and to show you her progress. The result is truly something unique, and while the likeness is suggested through clothes, hair, and accessories like glasses rather than precise features, the dolls bear enough of a resemblance to be recognizable.
So that's why we don't have a black doll. It's because it was from Black Mountain, from that racist fuck.
Here we go.
That's why. That's why there's no other race.
Tommy, we apologize, dude. We apologize.
Maybe.
Well, you. But where's my black peg doll? Where's my brown peg doll? Where's my yellow?
Oh, it'll be brown after we pull it out of your ass.
Where's my yellow squint eye?
Oh.
And there goes the racist in him. Jesus.
I mean, I have to be more specific of which one, and then the brown one with a moist back. If you know if you know what I mean, it's the ones that has a back that is wet.
I'm gonna get me some water while this guy makes an ass out of himself. Rose up.
I think it's a little too late for that.
Continues to make an ass out of himself. Let's get it right.
As long as he doesn't say anything about a certain Eastern European country that the rest of the world probably most likely hates right now.
Yeah, no shit. Did you actually watch Eurovision, which is their European Song Contest for all of Europe yesterday?
No. I didn't even
Trust me. They got even the spokesperson got booed out of the fucking building because he refused to ban the country from the contest.
Yeah, well, she is
for Russia. They banned Russia for their actions against Ukraine. They couldn't ban these people.
Well, no, Russia.
So many fucking rules.
Russia was the country I was referring to because my friend is Russian. She was born there.
I'm not talking about Russia. I'm talking about like Middle Eastern. I'm about the Middle Eastern country.
Right, but I was saying as long as Casey doesn't say anything bad about a certain Eastern European country, then I'll be all right.
Okay.
It does remind me of those Russian dolls that they go inside each other.
There he goes, people. He's just scared off Rose's friend.
I think I know what dolls you're talking about, though. Yes, they do look like those.
But personally, let's all take a moment of silence to remember that prostitution is free in Russia. Free to do as a job.
Should be free anywhere, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
all you have to do is have a clean bill of health, and you're good to go.
Right.
That's all you have to do.
It
should provide to the Russian or Czech Republic government.
It should be anywhere. It should be legal here. If a woman wants to sell her body, that should be up to her.
And there goes my sister. Good night, sis.
Well, I'm not saying her, your sister specifically. I'm saying any woman that wants to do that should be allowed.
I'm talking about my sister. My sister doesn't like me talking about these certain topics.
Oh.
Even on the phone. Shit. If I make it the main topic, she knows to hang up.
Well, next one is a bespoke care package, which is called a Box Fox, apparently. Or from Box Fox. Your mom spent a very long time caring for you. You can partially return the favor with a beautifully designed care package filled with things chosen just for her. Pick from a well-curated assortment of items that has some of the pleasure of an IRL shoppy pop, whatever the shoppy shop, with gifts that are beautiful, useful, and familiar. Think books, tea, candles, socks, home items, and candy. If putting together your own box feels daunting, Box Fox, our pick for best care package, has a bunch of ready-to-ship care packages in themes varying from pizza night to a night of self-care. Or if your mom happens to be an artist, you could buy her art supplies.
Oh, so you can make her do art for you, like draw a painting for you. So why do you gotta make your mom have to work? You know, what kind of fucked up son
You,
are
hey,
you?
hey, 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 you are the one that said it. I only said if your mom's an artist, you can get her art supplies. I didn't say anything about making her draw things for you. Or in this case, paint, because this is watercolors. Caretake Gensai Tambi Watercolors. What name? This
It
is
almost sounds like you said Karen.
this is number
So,
7, by the way.
so does those mean like they're like Karen colors? Are you trying to say your mom's a Karen, or women are Karens?
Casey, you're really stretching things a little bit too far right now, aren't you?
I guess so.
Whether your mom is an accomplished painter or just someone with an artistic flair, this box of 48 luscious watercolor paints is a delight. After painting with cheap drugstore watercolors,
What?
staff writer Samantha Schusk, or Schucht, a dabber at best, was gifted this set of Cure-Take watercolors, and the difference in quality and pigmentation was drastic. The set includes a range of classic and less common colors, including metallic shades, a mixing tray, 2 color charts, and a mix of matte and glossy finishes. But note that it does not include a paintbrush. So what good is it?
Yeah. Well, I love how there's like, or just someone with an artistic flair saying that your mom has no uh, artistic abilities. That's pretty much that saying.
All right. Well, number 9, a mom necklace. Hey, how about that? Some jewelry.
So we gotta label your mom now, you know? Like, you gotta label her, label women. Hey, you said they had to have this necklace, right? That labels your mom. So, I mean, I'm just saying these are bad products. These are hurtful products to buy for your mom.
Casey's on one tonight, I tell you. Jesus Christ, this is probably the most off the wall he's been in a little while. We scared away Kratos now. Congratulations.
And good riddance.
Oh,
he's
oh
a
no.
nincompoop too.
Oh,
So
this delicate and stylish take on the classic letter disc necklace comes in either a smooth or hammered surface, with your choice of 3 chain lengths and 4 finishes, including a solid 14 karat gold option for $240. In addition to your choice of letters and fonts, the disc charms are available with tiny stamped illustrations like hearts, skulls, or
skulls.
astrological signs. Yeah, you know,
Mine skulls.
in case they're dead, so you can put it on their gravestone.
Oh, that's nice.
This GLDN personalized Lord necklace discs are a petite 9 millimeters, and additional charms can be added for under
Nine
$25 each.
millimeter. 9 millimeter, like the gun.
If mom's family happens to expand in the form of grandchildren, If mom likes more bling, we're also enamored with the GLDN Aura pendant necklace, which uses birthstones instead of alphabet discs to represent loved ones.
I still think that you're labeling women when you do that. So I don't like it.
Here's some black representation for you, Casey. You happy?
well, I'm not black. I mean, I'm just trying to step up for them because that Peg Toys did not have any other race. So, like, but I'm not black.
Oh boy, poor Kratos. If we scared you away, Kratos, I understand. Luxurious moisture. Kate McLeod Daily Stone Solid Moisturizer. This is number 10, by the way.
It looks like a bar of soap.
It does, doesn't it?
So are they saying that your mom needs to take a bath or take a shower? I mean, that's pretty fucked up, saying your mom stinks.
It's not soap. It just looks like soap.
That's what I'm saying. So I think they're promoting to tell these women to take a shower.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's pretty fucked up. And then they said it's not too greasy moisturizer. So, yeah, they're telling these women that they stink and they need to take a shower. Like, that's horrible. Like, you can go ahead and move on. I'm just saying what comes to my mind when I see this.
Did we really lose Kratos? Like, he went to go get water. Where did he go? To fucking did he go back to Africa for that water?
Oh, that's fucked up. I didn't say that.
I don't even know why I thought Africa. That's literally the first fucking thing that popped into my head, and I don't even know why.
You racist fuck.
The Kate McLeod Daily Stone Solid Moisturizer comes as a smooth stone-like ball. That does not look like a ball. Actually, maybe it does.
Maybe a little bit, but still looks like a bar of soap.
That feels great in the hands. When it's cocoa butter, sweet almond oil, and apricot kernel oil meet the heat of skin, it softens and melts, creating a luxurious but not too greasy moisturizer for the whole body. It comes in 3 subtle scents: herbal, fresh, or earthy.
What the hell's earthy?
Smells like nature, I guess. And includes a usable bamboo box. Refills run for about $7 less than the complete kit.
Well, have you seen the Demolition Man?
No, not in a while.
Well, I'm sure you know the whole thing where the 3 seashells in the bathroom.
I don't remember.
Well, I was gonna say, well, it reminds me about buying the 3 seashells for the bathroom, where instead of toilet paper, you have to use the 3 seashells. So, you know how they work, right?
Not really, no, because I use toilet paper like a normal human being.
Well, that's the past. We're talking about the future. Demolition Man is accurate. They predict a lot of correct stuff. And eventually, when Taco Bell will win the franchise war, we will have the 3 seashells in the bathroom. So you use 2 of the seashells to spread your ass cheeks,
Oh boy.
and, and then you use the third one to scrape the poop out of your butt.
Oh God.
What the hell is this guy bringing me back into on this show?
This guy has just been fucking coming up with the most outlandish shit all night.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you the truth.
Oh God.
Okay, flat earther.
All right, number 11. Hiking socks.
That's why you
Hiking
need.
socks?
That's why you need to give your mom socks. Like, I guarantee you, if I gave my mom just socks, she would have been upset.
Well, they're not just ordinary socks. They're hiking socks.
What the hell's hiking socks? Like, do they have some type of support in those that other socks don't have?
Darn tough, light hiker, micro crew, lightweight hiking socks. They're only $24 a pair, no big deal. If mom is eager to get her daily steps in, pamper her with comfy, lightweight socks that keep feet from feeling sweaty during summer hikes. Only the problem is, if you live in an area like mine today, it was anything but summer on Mother's Day. Nice and snug when it cools down. Our outdoors team put hiking socks through more than 160 miles of testing. And these highly breathable merino, wool, nylon, and lycra, darn tough light hiker socks were our top pick. And while they are among the most durable out there, the lifetime warranty.
Rose?
Can you not hear me?
It sounded like you stopped talking.
Well, maybe it cut out for you. The stream is still going.
I don't hear you now.
You can't hear me now.
Uh-oh.
It must be you.
Yeah, I think it was me because I was lost.
Casey, you have a dirty mind, says Federico. Anyway.
And a stinky ass.
Stop fucking...
Hey, farts a third time.
Jesus. Yeah. They're among the most durable out there. The lifetime warranty means mom can send back worn out socks at any time and the company will replace them for free.
Interesting.
And number 12.
That's probably the best.
Number 12 on the list. At least we'll add it because we're going to stop here because obviously there's more. It's flowers. So there you go. Good way to end it.
Cheap fucks. You cheap fucks. You go out and you pluck flowers. Like, instead of go out and, like, get your mom, like, chocolates or something, you go out and you go out and probably to your neighbor's garden and pluck their flowers so you can give it to your mom to save a buck or two.
Well, let's see. These flowers are how much today? $83 for a fucking bouquet of Mother's Day flowers. And that's on sale.
Kiss my ass.
$85 for the alone time ones. $83 for that. $144 for this one. Double the pink lady.
Double the pink lady. So they're saying that one's for fat people.
$104, $135. Yeah, go ahead, Casey. Tell me how these are cheap again. $95 for that one.
I'm talking about people who. Obviously, if you're going to choose flowers, if they choose that, then they're just crazy paying out expensive money. But I'm just saying, there's some cheap fucks that'll go out to their neighbor's yard and pluck it out of their garden and
Like
give it
you?
to their mom.
I don't even think
No,
I don't even think Casey has a yard, or his neighbor.
not. I mean, I have neighbors, but not a garden.
What's stopping him from going to like their outdoor garden from their apartments? What's stopping him from plucking flowers from their outdoor garden?
Hopefully, a fucking 9mm.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Speaking of which, I had this one person in my neighborhood have the sign that says, "Burglars, please have ID so we can notify next of kin."
Jesus Christ.
Well,
From what I understand, Kratos, you do live in the murder capital of America now, which apparently is no longer Detroit.
Oh wow, that's St. Louis? Fuck.
Yeah. Must be. I don't know. I always thought it was Detroit. I actually, when I went to Miku Expo on Tuesday, I was looking up dangerous cities because I know Newark, New Jersey is not a very safe place to be. And that's where it was on Tuesday. And I looked up, apparently Newark, New Jersey is the second most dangerous city in the state and is in the top 10 for the most dangerous cities in the country. And Camden, New Jersey is the most dangerous city in the state and the third most dangerous city in the entire country. And according to this article, which was released in August of last year, pinpoints Detroit as the most dangerous city in the country and St. Louis in second place. And apparently I was told that Detroit is no longer the murder capital of America, but now that title supposedly now belongs to St. Louis.
Well, we're the second most dangerous city in the country. First is Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, according to this article I read,
I just Googled it.
Oh, okay.
I just Googled it.
Oh.
Well, I'm surprised that it's not in Texas with all the guns, and that's what I was thinking.
Why? Just because Texas in Texas and he's fucking walks around strapped all the time, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, that's one of the reasons right there. Like, how do we know he didn't kill some people?
Because he'd be behind bars right now. Anyways, let's finish this list. Urban stems, they're called. Because they'll delight nearly everyone, flowers are the quintessential go-to Mother's Day gift. They brighten up any room with their colors and scent, and their finite nature makes them feel all the more precious. Though we do suggest some ways to keep them alive longer. Rather than presenting Mom with just one bouquet, though, why not extend her delight for 6 months or even a year? The Urban Stems, our pick for the best online flower delivery service, offers a subscriptions for classic, seasonal, or luxe arrangements that arrive weekly, twice a month, or monthly. The first bouquet comes with a simple, clear glass vase. Is this the company that Vince used to send all those flowers to that fucking woman?
Probably. It's like, I'm sorry for that threesome where I shit on your head and then went and took a shower afterwards. But, talking about that, I mean, there might be more to that story because WWE's joining forces with not only Vince McMahon in that lawsuit, same thing with Johnny Laurinaitis, yeah.
Oh, of course WWE is going to stand behind Vince. But
they're going to try to get this thing done so they can finally end their relationship with Vince completely.
Anyways,
according to this other list I just found, this is more updated. The United States is the 120th safest country in the world. according to the Global Peace Index. Yeah, okay. Listen to this. St. Louis says this is like the top 20 cities for the highest murder rates, murders per 100,000 people. St. Louis is number one with 69.4 murders every 100,000 people. Baltimore is 51.1. New Orleans, 40.6. Detroit, 39.7. Cleveland, 33.7. Vegas, 31.4. Go fucking figure. Kansas City, 31.2. Memphis, Tennessee, 27.1. Newark, New Jersey, 25.6, and they're number 9. They cracked the top 10.
I told you.
Chicago is actually number 10 this time, for once. Cincinnati, Ohio, 23.8. Philly, 20.2. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 20.0. Don't know why they added a 0.0 to that. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 18.6. Oh my God.
Now,
Casey's throwing up a fist pump in the sky. Okay.
Now wait a minute. Wait. Is this what murder rate percentage per what every 100,000?
Most murders in 2024 so far.
Oh, damn! And I was just in the 9th most dangerous city in the country. A few
Most
days
murders in 2024 this year.
Jesus.
So far.
What's the rating? Is that
16.
out of 100,000? Like, what did you say? Newark.
100,000 people per 100,000 murders per 100,000 people. Yes.
So you're telling me that 25,000 people have been killed in Newark, New Jersey already this year?
More than likely, yes.
That's fucking insane.
And Indianapolis, Minnesota is Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't know why the fuck I said Minnesota. 17.7. Louisville, Kentucky, 17.5. Oakland, California, 17.1. Washington, D.C., 17. And Atlanta, Georgia, with 16.7. I mean, think about this. In just 2017 alone, 205 people were murdered in just St. Louis. In just 2017.
Wow. And whoever planned out that Miku Expo tour were literally taking people in some dangerous places. They went to Portland. They went to L.A. They went to Atlanta. They came here to Newark. They're going to Detroit. Actually, they're in Detroit tonight. They're going to Chicago in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
They went to a couple places in Texas. They went to Denver, Colorado, which wasn't on the list. They're going to Toronto and they're finishing in Mexico City.
The sad thing is, there's a murder rate of 69.4 people in St. Louis, yet the population going into 2024 was not even 300,000. It's 272,673. Jesus Christ. This is from like the website worldpopulationreview.com. If you want to look it up yourself.
Casey, I don't like the position of your hand there, bud. Just saying.
Me neither. Get that shit away.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Oh, Christ. I think you just scared off at least 2 to 3 people with what I've said.
Well, with that being said, we're 2.5 hours in. Any final thoughts on any of our topics tonight? We can go ahead and wrap up the show because it is after 1 o'clock in the morning here. So.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm ready to hit the hay.
You guys got anything else you want to mention? Like I said, on our topics tonight, anything else you want to quickly bring up before we close out the show?
Nope.
No.
Let's wrap this bitch up.
All right. Kratos, since you're the fastest, we'll start with you. Anything to plug?
Not really at the moment, other than I may be I do have a wedding that my younger brother will have like next month. So I will be out of town on June 9th. If we have a show that day, I will not be in town.
So the next episode is supposed to be the night of Double or Nothing, but I don't know. We'd probably push it to the week after, which would be June 2nd. So you're safe.
Okay, good. All right. Other than that, I'm contemplating whether or not I should stream a couple things right now. Casey, put your fucking leg down. I don't like the way your foot looks on the screen.
I stopped looking at him.
Why are you gonna say that?
Because my feet are fucking horrendous because I had hammer toe surgery on all 10 toes. You get to have straight toes. Mine had to be surgically straightened.
I had I had clubbed feet when I was a kid. I had to wear one of those walking boots to straighten out my leg. It looked like
So you were pretty much Tommy Pickles as a kid, I guess, right?
I don't remember how long I had
Tommy
to wear
Pickles
that thing.
had club feet on the cartoon. On Rugrats. He had club feet. You didn't know that?
I had like two left feet, that's all I know.
His feet, both his legs were inverted. I'm surprised no one noticed that on the show. Tommy Pickles from Rugrats had club feet. His feet were like inverted whenever he walked.
Huh.
Like his feet were at the side. Like sideways. Toes in.
Well,
And
again,
I'm just gonna. I may stream tonight. I'm not sure. And if I do stream, it'll be on Twitch.
Where's your Twitch?
OTS_Kratos. So if I stream tonight, you'll know. If I don't, well, tough shit.
Blunt way of putting it. I know I'm not streaming anymore after this.
hell no.
But anyways, my baby's gonna be up in 3 hours or so I gotta go.
My woman has been very fucking busy lately, my lady friend. I haven't really gotten to talk to her much all week, so I'm hoping I can spend a little time with her tonight. Anyways, you can stick around, Kratos, if you want, while Casey plugs his shit and I plug my shit. Ending the show, I'm going to play one clip that I recorded from Miku Expo that I recorded. I'm going to play that to close out the show. Anyways,
is it gonna be on the actual show? Like you're gonna on the show itself?
Yeah. After we close out and whatnot, I'm gonna play the clip. It's actually a full song. One of the songs I
recorded. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
I'll stick around.
I had a hell of a fucking time at Miku Expo and everything. So I figured, I'll end the show with one of the songs I recorded. From my perspective, I think I had pretty good seats. But anyways, Casey, let's move on with you. What do you want to plug? I know you got about an hour's worth of content to sell us on.
Well, of course, I had Saturday of Raw yesterday. I did a Pikmin 4 live stream. I think that was over 2 hours. I've been doing Neo Geo games. I did an MVS cart. Puzzle Bobble that recently came in. Not doing great, but my Neo Geo stream that I did of the 161 in one game is doing real good.
Trying to pull up your channel right here, Casey, and so far I'm not finding it in my sub feed.
Okay.
Unlike you, I would like to show people's channels. There you are. I'd like to show people's channels at their current subscriber numbers.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you guys, with that. But I might start doing that now, where I could go to your channel and show what you got.
There's Casey as well. He's at 678 subs. He's
Oh, I
definitely
got another sub.
he's definitely gonna hit 700 by the end of the year.
Yes,
And
definitely.
he's still 50 behind me.
But I'm catching up. But I got another one where it's called Operation Secret Storm. It's an unlicensed NES game. I had a Australian unlicensed NES game. It's called Total Fun Pack. It's a 4-in-1 cartridge.
Right.
And there's a Metroid gameplay that I played an Asian version on the NES. And yeah, you can tell I'm in import mode, where playing a bunch of imports from Europe, from Australia, from Asian. But I'm kind of starting to turn over to Neo Geo a little bit, because I just picked up the Neo Geo CD. But I had Puzzle Bobble come in, and I actually have another MVS card that is just not working right now, but I will be releasing some Neo Geo CD games. So, but I'll be doing more live streams from now on. Like, if I don't feel like making anything, I'll probably just do a live stream.
One thing I could confidently say about you, Casey, is you got more content to watch on your channel than I have. You got over 2,300 videos total on your channel.
Yeah, well, I'm almost doing it one daily, or I'll do that, or in a live stream. So
You got 141,029 total channel views. 2,230 videos. They should click on this to dox your email address, Casey, huh?
What?
That said, should I click on this to dox your email address, huh?
No, don't do that. But that's pretty much it. I just, like I said, I got a couple Neo Geo CD games I'm working on right now, and I'll have a few of those. But I'm still going through this big pile of games that I want to play. I got a couple Sega CD games I want to play. It's just, I'm about to put some of them away and just come back at a later date, because they just keep piling on top of each other. Like, my coffee table just filled of games right now.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I think I like doing the live stream. Like, I might do a Pikmin 4 later on this week, and maybe another Neo Geo, because it seems doing the Neo Geo's live stream did really well. But no, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well,
And
I guess we'll turn the attention on to me then. What are we going to say, Casey?
I'm ready to call it, and I'm going to probably take off and go to bed.
All right. Well, for me, here is me. First off,
I'll see you later.
See you later, Casey. First off, for me, here is the full version of the channel art. If it'll open. There's the full version of the channel art that I've had done for my new banner. With the a few of the various characters and whatnot, or whatever, like Yoshi and the mushrooms symbolize the Mario and Yoshi games. Pikachu, the Pokeballs, the Pokemon games. Kirby is obviously Kirby games. Sonic, little Sonic's head is reps the Sonic games. The Mortal Kombat dragon in the background is which honestly Monica drew a really fucking clean dragon. That looks really good. And of course there is Sosi standing next to me. That is her self-portrait, by the way. For whatever reason, YouTube says, 2048 by whatever, and it'll fit. Yeah, bullshit. Anyways, for me, yesterday, what did we do yesterday? I forgot already. Yesterday we did Tetris 99 40th Maximus Cup and the Crew Motorfest #3. We played some Mario Party Superstars the other night. Pokemon Yellow Legacy has been pretty fun. Tomorrow will be Monday Night Horizon. Of course, with Sosi, we're going to play some Forza Horizon 5. Tuesday, no stream. Wednesday, probably go back to more of the Pokemon Yellow Legacy and whatnot. And then on the video side of things, I uploaded this 12 days ago about the Hatsune Miku Magic the Gathering cards that are releasing tomorrow. The first 2 cards go up for pre-order tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. I don't really upload much anymore because I like Casey, just like Casey, I prefer to do the whole live stream thing. It's easier, and I feel like you get more views that way. And then this is my newest short of one of my figures. I have 728 subs, 1,596 videos, 190,957 thousand views. I did make this channel in 2011, but I didn't start actually using it until April 29th, 2013. So I consider April 29th my actual channel anniversary. But anyways, guys, that's what I've been up to. And yeah. We got Kratos muted. Kratos, I'm going to hang up the call. But you could stick around if you want. I'm going to play that clip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play that full song clip from Miku Expo on Tuesday night, and then I'm going to hang up the show.
All right.
All right. I'm going to hang up the call now. Thanks for being on the show, though.
You're welcome.
All right. So now it's just me. And like I said, I'm going to play this full song that I recorded for Miku Expo on Tuesday. It's probably going to get the channel ID claimed, but I honestly don't care. I had a really fun time. So, obviously, when I play this, I will mute myself as well, so you guys could hear the song without me talking over it. I'm just getting it in frame. Alright, we should be good. Alright. Alright, that pretty much covers the whole... Oh, wait, too big. Alright, so that's about as good as it's gonna get, so that it doesn't overlap. So let's see, close this. Alright, I'm gonna play the song now, and then when it's over, I'll come back and close up the show. One second, guys. I accidentally closed it out, and now I gotta find it again. Give me a moment. Alright, we're good here. Well, guys, that was a waste. I don't know what happened, but I walked away and it was muted. So, yeah, I guess we got to do that again. Oh, shit. I walked away to let it play, and I don't know. I must have accidentally hit the mute button. But let's do it again. Now I gotta find it again. Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna mute, and I'm gonna unmute the audio. Alright, guys, sorry that I had to play that twice, but, yeah, I think when I put my headphones down the first time, I must have hit the mouse and fucking muted it and didn't realize it. But anyways, yeah, those 3 people that were directly in front of me were a bit annoying, that I had to keep maneuvering around them. But, other than that, the show was great. I had fun. I had to wear earplugs, though. That fucking music was so loud, I felt the bass in my, I felt the bass in my chest. I needed to wear earplugs, otherwise I probably wouldn't have hearing right now. But yeah, that was fun. Honestly, can't wait to do it again, whenever that'll be. But yeah, well, I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna sign off on out of here now, guys. I already did my plug, so I'm just gonna say check out D-Road Gaming Live, OCRP, GTA 5 roleplay videos and live streams over there on the channel. Follow me and subscribe right here on Twitch and YouTube channel. If you're not already, I greatly appreciate it. Subscribing, especially on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate it because if you have Twitch Prime, it don't cost you a dime, and I get paid for it at the same time. Speaking of which, I get my first Twitch pay on Tuesday, or Wednesday rather. Wednesday. So yeah, subbing on Twitch is greatly appreciated. All the links are down below. Twitter is there too, so you know when I go up, uploading stuff and going live. Anyways, I already did my plug, so I'm just gonna say thanks for watching, guys. For Casey's Raw and MK Kratos, my name is The Rose. Have a good night, everybody. Till next time, I'll catch your ass down the road. Real quick, shout outs to TSS. Steve Callan, Midmo Smark, EJ, TSS, Federico Garza for coming in the chat. Have a good night again, and I'll catch your ass down the road.